So let's continue. So before the break we completed the definitions inside this particular chapter. See here once. Formation and related concepts and all these things we need to complete one by one. First, let's not rush into the concept. Let me first cover section number 3, which will be discussing about the concept regarding the formation of a company. 3 and 3A are there. Let's at least try to complete section number 3 to some extent. Please come to the bare actor, section number 3. See here. As I said you very clearly, section number 3, basics we are going to cover here. Remaining entire chapter of section number 3 we will be discussing in one person company. Did I tell that point or not already? So I am reminding you once again. If you observe these provisos, whatever are there, these are all discussing about OPC. Just for your understanding sake, I am highlighting the words. Okay. In all these, what is the common one? One person or that other person, like that one person company related concept. Okay. So listen. Section number 3 will be having two parts. General provision, OPC related provision. OPC related provision we will see at the last. Okay. To this chapter last part. Can you please read? Special provisions applicable for one person company. Clarity, yeah? What I have written? First, second, third, fourth, fifth provisos to section 3, subsection 1 and rule 4. Satisfied? Adi. So I am going to cover this entire concept in a separate part. Okay? Proviso 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to discuss not here. When we discuss at the last, this is the last chart for this chapter. At the last it will come. At the time I will discuss. So as of now, we are going to discuss entire section 3. Only first part. From here to here only we are going to cover now. Okay, na? Let us start reading the provision. Start. Formation of a company. Read. A company may be formed for any lawful purpose by 7 or more persons where the company to be formed is a public company. 2 or more persons where the company to be formed is a private company. 1 person where the company to be formed is a one person company, that is to say a private company. That means one person company is also a private company only. Up to here everyone understood? That's all. This is the point we are going to read now. So remaining, all remaining are one person company related subject. I have shown you the proof also. What are the provisos? First proviso, second, third, fourth, fifth. All these are covered in OPC concept. Separate concept is there. There I will discuss about all these provisos. Clear? My guarantee, by the end of this chapter, every letter including punctuation we will complete from the bare act. But not in this sequence. Clear everyone? But not in this sequence. Sequence will change. But the concept will be covered clearly. Clear everyone in the class? income tax starting sections will be there na, basics of income tax. There I will cover section 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176, section number 44B, section number 43, actual cost, all those things basics one I will complete. Why? Linking. Law is all about how beautifully you link two scenes. If it is a total movie, if actor, it how beautifully you will synchronize and edit the scenes. So that much interesting it will be. Or else, so same things will be there. How in a movie today they will make a climax shooting. Maybe you know or not, you don't know. Whenever there is a movie, na, they will have a complete script in hand. After that, what they will do? Whatever the scenes which you can do domestically in a set, they will first complete those scenes. Okay? Later they will make other scenes. A person will be there called as an editor. That person will edit the scenes. Another person will be there called as a screenplay writer. That screenplay writer will, how the script is playing on the screen. That very, very important art. How beautifully you are projecting on the screen, whatever is there on the paper. This paper, this is the paper. On this paper, something is written. How beautifully it is received by the people will make you a successful hero or a successful director, as the case may be. Same thing will be there. Kaushal Mukesh read Companies Act, Mr. A read Companies Act. Yeah, Companies Act will not change for anyone. Story also will not change for anyone. Same concept. Two directors if you take, one will take it beautifully, one will make it worst. It all depends on how beautifully you are projecting the scenes on the screen. Likewise act also. Everywhere same Income Tax Act, everywhere same Companies Act. But how beautifully you are linking the scene to scene. After this, if this comes, there is a correct linkage, that itself will make it more and more interesting. Clear? What we are reading now? Formation of company. At that time, why we are concerned about one person company? Clear? If you read inside, do you know what will be there? Memorandum of Association of a one. Memorandum we didn't start. Memorandum you didn't start, you are talking about memorandum of one person company. As a memorandum I didn't discuss properly. After completion of memorandum, after completion of articles, after completion of clauses of memorandum, then if you read this, you can understand what he is saying. Did you understand what I said? So we do the beautiful screenplay of Companies Act. So how beautifully each section after subsection, each proviso, how we have to arrange and rearrange it in order to get the real meaning. Let's see in the class. So anyway, the point number 1. Company may be formed for any lawful purpose. You do software business, you do manufacturing business, I don't stop you. If you observe there, he used the word purpose, not business. You start for any purpose you want, but it should be a lawful purpose. Means illegal activities cannot be carried on in the name of company. Companies don't entertain illegal activities. So if you want to start a company, it must be for which purpose? Lawful purpose. Point number 1, everyone understood? Next, 7 or more persons in case of public, 2 or more persons in case of private, 1 person in case of OPC. Completed. First, this statement we will read once we complete all these things. Tell me now. Yesterday's class, morning, I discussed one point called as how to become a member. Who is a member? Definition we read, if you remember by chance. Who is a member? Member means a person who subscribes to the memorandum. Do you remember the point? Subscribe to the memorandum, and who will become a member upon incorporation. Had I discussed this point or not? That's what he is saying there. Continue the point. 7 or more, 2 or more, 1 person, who they are? By subscribing their names or his name to a memorandum. Memorandum, subscribers to the memorandum are called as founder members. Called as founder members. Also called as Promoters. They will only take the control of affairs of the company immediately after incorporation. They are promoters. Sorry. First point number 1, answer my question. I want to start a company. What purpose I can start? Not answering everyone. No silencer. You have taken break. Answer properly. Point number 1. Company should be formed for any. Next. Minimum number of subscribers for public company. Minimum members in private. Minimum members in OPC. That's all. Clear? Minimum a maximum in OPC. In OPC, minimum is the maximum. It's minimum a, it's maximum, because it cannot be going beyond below 1. It cannot go even beyond 1. It's a minimum is its maximum. In case of which company? Now tell me, I can start a company for what purpose? Minimum members in public, private, OPC. This is what another point I asked you. Please remind me, I have to tell. Okay, na? Now, why minimum number of members in a private company? I will write a statistical numbers. See the screen once. Members, directors. Or I will write minimum, maximum. Members, directors. Public, private, private. OPC I am not concerned about, I am leaving it. See here now. Please see the screen once. Minimum members in a public, 7. Minimum members in a private, 2. Continue. Maximum members in a public, unlimited. Maximum members in a private, 200. Very good. Minimum directors in a public, 3. Minimum directors in private, 2. Maximum directors in public, 15. Maximum directors in private, 15. Any company maximum directors are limited to 50. OPC also 15. OPC, yesterday I told you this point. OPC la 1 is applicable for whom? Members, not for director. Directors can be more than 1. Yesterday only I said this point here. 1 person company means a company in which there is only 1 person as a member, not as a director. As a director you can have 15 also, no problem. Okay na? Sorry. This is the idea. Now let us understand why. Answer okay. But why? Listening everyone? Why? Law always creates interest if you ask a question. Why? Everyone in part 1 only know that Kattappa killed Bahubali. But what created interest on second part? Why? Why Kattappa killed Bahubali? That's why became interested. Not the fact that he killed. He only said clearly, he backstabbed him in the end of first part. Everyone know that he killed him. But what created interest on second part? Why? That's why if you observe in the second part, last 30 minutes of the movie, 1 person will shout in the background. Why? Why? 1 person will shout. That's a BGM. Keeravani has said that why has become very popular in the world. Everywhere people are talking about it. That became BGM. If you see the old trailers, etc., for Bahubali, there will be a sound called as why? Why? A person will shout from the back in the movie. We don't listen all those things. I am a movie freak actually. Sorry, I am one of the member of one YouTube short films we will be making called as a chai biscuit. So we use it to make short films in chai biscuit. Recently also we made 30 words 21 COVID time. So when these scenes when attaches na, when editing screenplay time BGMs will be given from backside. One music will be added to that using software called as a Final Cut Pro. So we used to add BGMs. That why became very interested for Bahubali for good reasons. So why? Always law also ask the same question. Why? Why 7? Why not 17? It can be 6, it can be 5, it can be 8, round number 10. Why 7? What is so great about this 7 number? Huh? Dhoni. So, sorry, okay. Leave off. Act was drafted even when Dhoni is not yet born. So that should not be the reason. Oh, Govinda, Govinda, 7 hills, huh? Then there should be some reason. There should be some reason. What could be the possible reason? Why 7? Why 2? Why 3? Why 2? Sorry. Now listen. Comparison. Comparison. 7, 2. Oh, sorry, 3. 7, 3, okay. Please. First make comparison on these two. 7, 2. Why it is 3 and 2? First let us compare these and understand. We have two types of companies, public, private. We think that both are two types of companies. In India, concept of private company is not there before 1956. There is no act like that. Sir, I will give you one example. You will answer this question. Tell me. I want to start entity with the family members. I will start as a public company, a private company. Only with family members. I don't want to go for public. Now I will start as a private company, a public company. Answer. Very good. Tell me, what is the first case law you will learn in Companies Act? One person will manufacture boots. Who is that fellow? Solomon versus Solomon Company Limited. Solomon versus in that Solomon Company Limited, who are the shareholders? Solomon and his family members are the shareholders. Yes or no? That means he should start with which company? Public or private? But it is Solomon Company Limited. It's not a private limited. Do you know why? That case law is not Indian case law. Reason number 2, do you know? Except in India, no country follow private company concept. Private company concept is not there in the other parts of the world except in India. India only follow private company concept. Why? Reasons are there. That's why that YA has created interest. So why in India there is a private company concept? Why not in other countries? Listen. Initially when British ruled India, initial stages when British ruled India, company means there is only one company. I mean before independent India, 1920, 1910, 15 time, there is no other company except one company. What is that except one company? That itself is also a public company. In India, public company A is there. 1932, government formed at that time. British government has brought out an act called as a Partnership Act. An act? Partnership Act has been formed. They said that the partnership will be there, 2 partners will be there, agreement will be there, business will be there, profit will be there, share will be there, carrying the business will be there. This is called as a partnership, they said. Sorry, okay. Then what happened? Listening, 10-15 years completed. By 1945, 1950 time, irritation started. Why? Listen. You didn't do your articles, now you don't know certain things if I tell. That's why I am explaining from the ground scratch. Listen carefully. Point is, company partnership firm. Companies Act is having 470 sections. Partnership Act is having 80 sections. Clear? Next, after this. That means almost it will be totally 5.5 times bigger than that of the Partnership Act or not? Yes, sir. Number 1 difference. Number 2, who govern company? MCA. Like that there is no MFA. Ministry of Home Affairs is not there. Ministry of Corporate Affairs is there. Listening everyone? Yes, sir. ROC is there. ROC is not there. SEBI is there. For them, FEBI is not there. Are you understanding? FEBI is not there. Firm Exchange Board of India. No. Securities Exchange is there for companies. Listening? There are 1108 rules are there. Rules are not there. Recently added 6 rules. Sorry, 6. You can imagine how big this is. There are around 200 plus notifications. Notifications are not there. Next, there are around 70 plus circulars. Circulars are not there. Clear? But when it comes to the business, both are doing equal business. Do you know why? Business depends on the capability, not on the entity. If I start a company, you will have more profit, mean no other entity should be formed in the world. Company don't decide your profit to business. What decides your profit to business? Your ability to do the business will decide about the profit. Clear or not, everyone? Your ability will decide. Your ability will decide about whether you will be successful or not. Okay? Why company? The company will be more polished way of doing the business because you can raise capital easily than in other entities. Company ensures smoothness. Company will not ensure profit. Then if I start company, profit will come, means no other person should start partnership in the world. You start company, company gives profit, means company will not give profit. Firm will not give losses. Your ability to do the business will give profits and losses. It is independent of any entity. I am able person to do something. Whether I start a company, whether I start a partnership firm, I will be successful. Are you understanding or not? If I am a able person, whether I integrate as a company or whether I integrate into a partnership firm, I will be successful because as a person I have knowledge. A person who don't have a knowledge started a company. Because of company will get profit. That means company ensures profit? No. Firm ensures losses? Answer. Therefore, volume of business, both are same. When it comes to governance, when it comes to regulations, when it comes to applicability criteria, partnership firm somewhere else, company is at somewhere else. But when it comes to business, both are doing same range of business. One is controlled, another one is not at all controlled. Who is not at all controlled? See, everywhere intus. And moreover, do you know what is the only regulation on partnerships? Tax audit. Again, turnover should go beyond a level. If you maintain presumptive taxation 44 AD, books of accounts are not required. So, where is the regulations on partnerships then? British thought that we did a mistake. We did a mistake by forming an entity called as a partnership. All of a sudden, British can't tell that close all partnerships. I can't tell like that. Business will be disturbed totally. Therefore, I can't tell like that. Government started asking all partnership firms, convert yourself into company, they said. All partnership firm. This is all happening after 56 or before 56? Before 56 story. Listen to the screenplay properly. All this happened before 1956. Cut cheste, this is all in black and white story. British is asking everyone, please convert your partnership firm into a company. At that time, what is the only company available? Public. There is no concept of private company. This is going on as a dispute between the government of British and Indian partnerships. Days gone, months gone, years gone. 1952, when India became Republic in 50, Government of India also understood that partnership firms are not correct. They are away from the government regulations. They thought that, please convert into companies, they asked. Our partnership firm says that you are also singing the same British song. We don't convert. Why we will convert? Department asked, why you will not convert? Tell me why you are not converting. We will give one good reason why we are not converting. Reason number one. In a partnership firm, how many are required to form? Answer. Everyone. In a company? There is only one company at that time. What is that one company? Public. Therefore, I need not tell public. Company means public company. So, public company, how many members are required? Answer. You are asking whom to convert? Partnership to convert. Partnership to convert into company. Partnership la how many minimum? Answer. Company? From where we should bring remaining 5? Central government, will you give? Will you provide 5 persons? Why I will provide? Then why you are asking me to convert? Shut your mouth and go away. Okay. As of now, I am shutting my mouth. But not permanently. I will come with a solution for this. Government of India done a brainstorming session with the new Republic India. All the officials sat and they thought that there is a requirement to bring a new kind of company which should be same like partnerships. That's why minimum number of members and directors in a private company will be 2 like a partnership. Are you understanding the point or not? That's why we should bring a company in such a way that it should be same like partnership in all the respects, such that I can demand the conversion. Who can demand the conversion? Government can demand the conversion. Now convert yourself. Listening to the point. So now tell me. Therefore, Government of India thought that okay, we should ask this question after bringing a new concept of private company. Then they started writing the New Companies Act 1956. At that time, they incorporated a new concept called as a private company inside it. And they said that let's write a company concept called as a private company. World is shocked. What is this concept of private company? This is a hybrid between public company and partnership. Is it a partnership? No. Pony, is it a public company? No. It is like a partnership but governed by Companies Act. That's how the private companies came into India. 1956 Act, it was enshrined for the first time in the history of India, rather the history of the world. A country has formed a new concept called as private companies, started in India. After starting the private companies in India, they thought what regulations should apply. Same whatever applicable for partnership, apply all those also to them. Clear? But with better regulations. Clear? With a better regulations. Private company, partnership firm said that, we require only 2, here also 2. Their directors, you both only will become the directors. Capital, you bring whatever minimum capital you want. I am not restricting you. Business, you can do whatever business you want. Regulation, you are regulated by MCA. Shut your mouth and come now. So, why I should come? I will not come. Then do one thing. Company taxation rate is 22%, partnership 30%. Do you know partnership, what is the rate of taxation? 30%. Companies, in the new regime, 115 BAC, all those things if you apply, 22% tax rate. Happily you can escape 8% concession I am giving here. Are you understanding or not? Then our people questioned. No, we will not convert. Government asked, why re? Why, what happened? Convert. Why? I will not convert because if a new company is there, a company will be formed, a private company. That private company will start from scratch. It starts with the continuity of partnership firm. I already have a partnership firm. 10 years partnership firm. You are asking me to convert this partnership firm into company. Means existing business of partnership I will transfer. Solomon case. Yes, Solomon company started from zero. It has taken the business of Solomon. Same way, already my partnership firm business is there. Those assets are taken by company. Okay, na? Government said that. Our people said that will not convert. Why? 2% say convert. Why? Why means when I am converting the firm into company, I will start a new company, I will transfer all the assets, you will treat it as a transfer under Income Tax Act and levy capital gain tax on transfer of assets. Oh, that is your problem. I will do one thing. Transfer of assets in the case of conversion of a partnership firm into a private company is not regarded as a transfer under section number 47, subsection number 1, clause number 11. It is not a transfer. Not a transfer will be there in capital gain. This is one of the condition where it is not regarded as a transfer. No transfer, no capital gain tax. Now convert. All partnership firms convert into company. That's why those conditions. This is a link between Companies Act, Income Tax Act. So that's how they link it together. One act, another act link means one section and another section. Why it will not have a link? If you don't link scenes properly, utter flop movie you are taking. Okay. So utter flop movie you are taking. Sorry. Now let us try to understand the continuity to this. They said that two members. Transfer, not a transfer. Happy, no capital gain tax. Convert. Sorry, everything I agree. They converted. Private company concept came. New ecosystem formed in Companies Act. So, I think now you understood why minimum number of directors 2 in a private company now. Answer. Yes, why 2 members also, I think you might have understood now. Why 2 in 2 both the cases? It should be on par with partnerships in India. Therefore, they said the 2 and 2 in both the cases. Clear? Now we have to come to public. Public, why 3 directors? In India, if you take 100 partnership firms, with no surprise, 95 partnerships, husband and wife are partners. Or father and son are partners. Means blood relation, direct to close relatives. Brothers are partners. In that case, what will happen? Husband, wife started a business in the name of a partnership. Or in the case of a private company. Clear, everyone? They started business. Private company, what will happen? They will take money from public, will not take? Answer. But public company, they will take money. Director number 1, private company, director 1, sorry, public company, sorry, director 1, husband, director 2, wife. These 2 people are directing that company. They are dealing, they are managing the company. Clear? Now, these 2 people are Tiruda Tirudi. Now, what will happen? Donga the batch. What will happen automatically? These 2 people have every chance to cheat the public or not. That's why 3 persons must be there. 1 or 2 related. 3rd independent director is required. Which director is required? Independent director. Do you know independent director concept? Have you heard independent director? Yes, 1/3 of total directors must be independent. Everyone repeat. 1/3 of total number of directors are independent. Tell me, in a public company, how many directors are there? 1/3 of 3. That's what I told you. This one person is independent. You may be related to each other, but this person should be independent. If these 2 people are doing overaction, one person must be there who is not related to any of these 2 to intimate the government. Therefore, public company directors minimum are not 2, it will be 3. This is the next answer. So we answered 2, we answered 3. Everyone understood director's answer? Now, tell me, I will tell the directors, you count number. Okay, na? I will tell the names of directors, you count number. First director, tell the number. First director, rotational, non-rotational, directors under 160, additional director, alternate director, nominee director, casual vacancy director. Answer here. Managing director, whole time director, manager, small shareholder director, proportional representation director, director appointed by tribunal, director appointed by tribunal, and directors appointed by banks. adida 15 number. Even if your company is having all these directors, total number can't go beyond 15. That's why maximum in all cases is how many directors? 15 directors. Starting from the beginning, continuing till the end. Beginning from the first director, rotational director, non-rotational director, 160 director, alternate director, additional director, nominee director, casual vacancy director, proportional president director, small shareholder director, or director appointed by tribunal, director appointed by banks, managing director, whole-time director, manager, anyone you have, the number can't go beyond 15. Clear? That's why number is kept as 15 in this case. So we answered why. But yes, one second. She is asking a question. Why? I will explain that definitely. Once it is completed, I will tell. Okay. Next, her question is why LLP is then valid question. I will answer that at the last. See here. If time permit, I will answer today, or else tomorrow I will answer. Next, 7-2. Why? Please, 7 and 2. I didn't answer that 7 and 2. Yes, 7 and 2, let me answer first. Tell me, minimum members in case of public? See and answer. Yeah. Minimum members in case of public? 7. Private? 2. Private 2, understandable. Already I said. But public? 7. Why? Why 7? Why? So, 7 also has a reasoning. Without reasoning, they will not write. That means when they write, there will be some meaning behind they want to convey. Sorry. Let us answer, let you understand. So, point number 1. Why 7 number was introduced in the Act? Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In these 10 numbers, at least up to 9. 9 is a general lucky number, na sir. You can take 9. Why 7? 7 is not lucky number to anyone. I mean, universally it is not recognized as such a great number. Why 7? There should be some logic. Sorry. One by one, let us go. We are talking about members or directors. Now listen carefully. 1 cannot be taken. Reason is, 1 person company has already taken it. We are talking about public or private? Members or directors? Minimum number is how much? Why 7 is a question. Okay? Let's count number by number, one by one. First, it cannot be 1 because 1 person company has already taken. It cannot be 2 because private company has already taken. Now, doubt comes. Sir, it can be 3 na sir. It cannot be. Reason I will tell you. If you make it 3, those who are the members will become the directors. Then who will take decision in general meeting and who will take the board decision, both will become same. Horrific situations will come. Therefore, it cannot be 3. Understood the reasoning for the first 3 numbers? It cannot be 1 because OPC. It cannot be 2 because private company. It cannot be 3 because persons who are directors only will then become the members, which should not be in a public company. 4. Keep it away. 4 I will not answer now. Okay? 5. Why 5? 5 is better, na sir. You can take 5. Reasons are very clear. Listen. Whenever you start some event, you should not take 100% attendance into consideration. You should give a chance for absenteeism. Observe the scenario. Parliament, they are not expecting 100% attendance every day. Sir, no. Whenever meetings are conducted, sir, class is conducted today, 100% attendance. There are around 350 students should be there. Okay, including Zoom, only 270, 280 are there. Means 40-50 students, absenteeism is there or not? Absenteeism you have to consider whether good or bad. Some people will become absent or not. After coming to class, mind absent batch is different. I am not asking about them. I am not talking about them. I am talking about physically who are not present. So, strength is 350. Sir, I will tell like this. Strength of the class is 350. 350 students join the course. I will start class only if all the 350 comes to class. If I tell, never class will start. Any single day, you should give a chance for absenteeism. Listening, everyone. Yes, meeting conducted for members. minimum attendance is required or not? That's called as quorum. Everyone repeat what it is called as a section number 103 of Companies Act. We will see in Management and Administration chapter, deadly chapter. There only all these things will come. What is the name? Quorum. Everyone. Quorum. What is quorum? Minimum attendance. What do you mean quorum? Minimum attendance. Minimum attendance to do what? Minimum attendance to start the meeting. Clear? I started a class. I said, I will start once 100 students join the class, I said. Once 100 comes, I will start. Later another 170, 200 may join. Only 2 students attended. Remaining are coming. Can I start the class? That's called as a minimum quorum. Did you understand the concept now? Yes, sir. That means always we should give some chance to the absenteeism. You could not expect anywhere in the world that 100 persons are there. 100 should attend or else I will not start. No, nothing you can do in this world. Are you understanding the point? Now listen carefully, please. Listen. In a public company, general meeting, shareholders members meeting, quorum is 5. Quorum is 5. Everyone. Minimum quorum is 5. Means what does it mean? Minimum quorum 5 means what? What is the meaning? To start any meeting in a public company, minimum how many members should be present? If I make total number of members as 5, then quorum and number of members will become same. You are asking 100% attendance, which is unfair. Clear or not, everyone? Yes, so 5 is also reserved. Sir, then go for 6. 6 to 4 leave off. 7 is the next number. Sir, why 4 and 6 are prohibited? 4 and 6 are even numbers. Majority can't be decided. 4 means 2 said one thing, 2 said another thing. Means never decisions can be taken. Therefore, the first odd number which satisfies all the conditions is 7. That's why 7 in case of a public company. So, 7 is such a great number in Companies Act which satisfies all the conditions. 7 is not OPC, 7 is not private, 7 is not directors being members, 7 is not even number like 4, 7 is not quorum, 7 is not even number like 6, 7 is the first odd number in the first series of 1 to 9 which satisfies all the requirements of Companies Act. That's why it was made as 7. That's how the Companies Act has been drafted. Sir, anyway, everyone understood the logic clearly, kada? Sir, unlimited, easy. Public company la, what is the maximum number of members? Unlimited. You can have any number of members in a public company. Clear? Yes, answer. Yes, sir. But private company, sir, why it is 200? This government gave an answer saying that we expect private company to be having a double the number of members than a partnership. Partnership la maximum number of members is 100. That's why they doubled to 200. If both are 100 na, chance of expansion will not be there. At least the private company means it should be having more exposure than a partnership firm, such that partnership will get converted into private. Or else how partnership will feel? Here also 100, there also 100. So what is great in expanding them? So I will show double the expansion. You can come here. Clear? If you can take money from 100 persons there, here you can take money from 200 persons. So convert. That's how unlimited to 200 came. Now all the numbers have been explained. Game over. This is all the idea behind section number 3. Doubt? OBC or? That concept is there from very long. Both came at the same time. Recently OPC got sections. Concept is there from very long period. Sir, everyone understood the concept clearly? Yeah? Yes, that's all. This is the idea of section number 3. I answered whatever I asked you to remind me. AOP, BOI concepts I completed. Reasoning behind numbers also I completed. Clear? Yes, next session we'll start with the remaining concepts. Next session very very important. We'll start all the important concepts of this chapter. Today basics over for the chapter number 2. Tomorrow and after tomorrow I will not come. After that only I will come. 2 days I will not come here. I am going for an audit in Hyderabad. I will not be available. So 2 days after again I will come. From then for 25 days I will be here. Continuously we will complete the syllabus. Clear? Yes, Thank you very much. Good night.